Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a flip through of my completed 2024 Hobonichi Cousin. This is my 4th year, I believe, using a cousin, and I always look forward to doing these videos at the end of the year. They're just so satisfying to see a fully filled out, nice, chunky planner. As you can see, mine got pretty chunky this year. Always love that. So in the cover, I did do a vision board, as you can see, and I'm not sure how much I added since the last time I showed this, so I'm just gonna flip through it real quickly. I've been so into vision boards over the last couple years. The next section I want to show y'all is my monthly calendars, which I use for memory keeping and gratitude. This was my first year ever doing that, and I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to continue it for next year. So here is my January calendar. I think it turned out really good. You will see that I switched up how I did this, especially the sidebar throughout the year, because I was testing this out and I wasn't sure what exactly I was doing. Oh, also before I go any further, I should say that most of the stickers I use in this planner are from my shop, Nightingale Paper Co., which is linked below, and all the writing you see on the paper is in a TWSBI Eco fountain pen fine nib. I will link that below as well, the ink I use and this planner. If you have any questions about a particular sticker, please comment below and I will try to tell you where that is from. Here is my February spread, so cute. I love pink and red together. And for this month, instead of doing, for January, I did the Bible verses I memorized that month. For February, I decided to do the books I read that month. And I continued that for March. I really liked doing that. This spread is not one of my favorites because I don't love green that much, but I think it still turned out cute. Then we have April. I really like this one. I love the clear strawberry deco. It's so pretty and really gets you in the mindset for spring. Next we have May. This one is so cute and fun. I know the frogs are kind of random, but I think they're just adorable. For June, I did a peach theme, and it looks like I read way more books in June than I had the last couple of months, which is interesting. July was a rough month for me, so I did not do any memory keeping for that. And in August, I was out of town on vacation for over half the month, so I didn't memory keep that either. So then we have September. I did go back to memory keeping for this, and I used some cozy fall deco from my shop. It is so pretty. In case you can't tell, I'm really into the clear deco lately. Here is my October spread. I like how this one turned out a lot. It's not super traditional. You don't really see magenta and this kind of pinky color for Halloween, but I think it works really well with the orange and the black as well. Now, November and December are not yet filled out, except for my Christmas countdown right here, because I am very behind on my monthly spreads, but I do plan to fill those out and film it, so that will be on my channel soon. So now we can go to my weekly spreads. This is my favorite part of my cousin, and I do use this for detailed memory keeping about my days. So here's my first spread. I used a kit from my shop, and I love this spread. It looks so good. It's very light, but still very fun and colorful for the new year. For the second week, I used this wintry kit from my shop, and I also used the bullet journal kit, which is where these large kind of swatch stickers and these torn paper looking stickers come from. It definitely gives a different vibe than a standard kit like this, but I really like it. It also worked out that I did a snowy winter kit for this week because it was very cold. As you can see, I had to go help my sister scrape ice off her car one morning. And also this week I hit 2,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm almost at 3,000 now, which is so exciting. Thank you all so much for your support this year. This week I did a birthday spread. My birthday wasn't until the next week, but I like to do 2 birthday spreads a year because I have a twin sister, and I think it's just fun to give each of us a birthday spread, so to speak. Plus, birthday spreads are so fun and colorful, and I get to pull in these adorable sprinkle washi tapes. Also this year on the sidebar, I did something a little bit different. I would put a full box, a Bible verse, and then some highlights from my week. I had never done that before. Typically, I did meal planning over here, or sometimes I would do more details about my Bible study, but I've really been enjoying the weekly highlights. Here's my second birthday spread. This was a super busy week, and the spread kind of looks a little bit chaotic, but I still really like it. I will say I did not fill out the sidebar all the way. I guess I was just too busy and forgot about it, but that doesn't bother me too much. Then I used the Winter Winston kit from my shop for the transition from January to February. I always do this. I feel like it looks really nice because you have some blues and purples for January, but also some pinks for February. And here I went back to my traditional Bible verse and then what part of the Bible I was actually reading each day. And at the top right here, I usually put the skinny glitter washi at the bottom, but this week I used it at the top to mark that my sister's work schedule was different because I do live with her, so her schedule affects mine, and that's a really easy way to see throughout the week what her schedule is. Now we're getting into February spreads. This one, or Valentine's spreads rather. This one's very traditional, red and pink, super cute. And this is the Valentine's Winston kit from my shop. Again, adorable. Color combination is so nice. And this one has the big Winstons from the bullet journal set. This week I had just released the clear icon stickers from my shop, and I wanted to try using them by themselves in a neutral spread, so I came up with this. Honestly, I think it looks really great, but it doesn't go with the rest of my planner. Like, this spread looks kind of out of place, but I really like this style. I don't continue it in this planner just because I have so many colorful stickers, and I do like to use those as well. But this almost makes me want to do a completely neutral, all pen and clear stickers planner. Now we're going into March, so I used the Positivity Winston kit because, again, it has some pinks for February, but also some blues and greens, or like greenish hues for March. Okay, this is one of my favorite spreads from the whole planner. I absolutely love this kit, first of all, but the colors are so pretty, and I feel like the spread looks so perfectly balanced. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like how you have these bigger swatches in the rip paper, kind of more towards the top, and the bottom is more standard with the full boxes and stuff. I don't remember doing that intentionally, but it worked out really well. Here is another very heavily green spread. I think I like this one more than the monthly spread that I showed y'all earlier, and this was a fun week. We went to a Military Through the Ages event at Jamestown Park up in Virginia. Oh, I like this one a lot too because of this washi tape up here. This did not come with the kit. It's an actual washi tape, and it's so cute with the little bunnies with the flower crowns and the bow ties. I've had that in my collection for a long time, and I think I've used it like maybe twice before this spread, so I was super happy to pull it in for this time. Also, I don't think I mentioned, but almost every single spread you're seeing here has a plan with me on my channel, so feel free to check those out if you want to see how all these spreads come together. All right, now we have our Easter spread. Very light, pastel, fun. I love these bunny ears washies. I incorporated those several times, as you can see. This was my mom's birthday week, and I used the Coffee Winston kit because she loves coffee, which is great because I don't drink coffee, but I think this kit is really cute, so this was the perfect excuse for me to use it. Here we have another spring kit. I like this spread, but I think I was a little bit like pasteled out for this one, and also I didn't have the greatest assortment of stickers in my collection to pull from, so I have some random brighter stickers that are kind of sticking out to me now that I look back at it. Wish I had chosen differently. Okay, for this week I was really busy and I didn't have time to fill everything out as I normally would, so I did some highlighting to just like block off chunks of time. I don't love how that looks. Honestly, again, I think that the stickers are more pastel and I used a bright highlighter, and it kind of reminds me of this spread with the weird color combination. But yeah, I was just stressed and tired this week, and this one was kind of a fluke, honestly. Okay, this one I like more. This is the self-care kit from my shop, which perfect week to use this because I was coming in from a really rough week, and this kit is very soothing to the eyes, I feel like. And in general, this was a better week. Work was better, and then on the weekend I went to a Highland Games event. I love going to those. Now we have an adorable kit that is actually not sized for a cousin, as you can probably see. These are full boxes that are sized for like 1.5 width planners, like Happy Planner, Erin Condren, stuff like that. I have a bunch of those kits in my collection because I used to plan in those size planners, and when I switched to a cousin, I didn't want to just throw the stickers away. So I tried to make them work in here when I can. I think it looks pretty good. This is not the type of spread I would do every week because I just have to be in the right mood to arrange stuff like this, but I think it looks really good right here. Next, we have another strawberry themed kit. I love doing these because it's one of the only times you can use red and green together and it doesn't scream Christmas, which is nice. And it just looks so fun and fresh and delicious. I mean, yum, big bowl of strawberries, right? So this week I wanted to switch things up again and use some more clear deco. I have these big clear butterflies from my shop and I put them down, and then I did some journaling instead of just like writing little tidbits. I wrote journal entries for each day. That was really fun and I love how this turned out, but I will say my hand was cramping up really bad by the time I finished writing all this stuff. However, I did really like this and I think I will try it again someday. Here is the Dessert Winston kit. This one is so fun. The colors are just great, and I always get like an Art Deco vibe from this kit, I guess because of this box and kind of the sprinkles also. And anytime I see a giant Winston, I'm happy. I mean, you can't beat a giant, adorable Winston. This was another busy week for me, so I used some leftovers from a kit from Mandy Lynn Plans, I believe, and just kind of threw a spread together. I still think it turned out well though. I also got to pull in this adorable little sloth washi tape. Getting into the first full week of June, I used the Secret Garden collection from my kit. This is such a pretty kit and it gives perfect like summer reading in the garden vibes. That's always what I think of when I look at this kit. Then we have the Lavender Fields collection. This is so pretty, and it's my first like predominantly purple spread this year, I think. So that's nice. You can really tell after you flip through them all at once which colors get used more or less often. This is really pretty now that I'm looking at it again. Okay, this is another one of my favorite spreads. This is the Summer Winston kit. It turned out so good. Again, I feel like it balanced really well. I love the colors. I don't typically use a ton of orange in my planner. It's not my favorite color, but it really works for this spread. And it was my friend's birthday this week, so yeah, just a fun week. Here we're getting into a very blue spread, super blue, but really good for summer. This was the Olympic trials week for Olympic gymnastics, which I'm super into. So I made stickers for that. And as you can see, the guys have red uniforms on, so it kind of sticks out a little bit, but I don't think it clashes too much. Here is my 4th of July week. I love this as well. I was on vacation for most of this week, and I also got to meet up with some of my friends, so this was a great week. This is why I love memory planning, because obviously I remember all this stuff happening, but to have the tangible reminder is so fun. This next week was not a good week for me, so I did not memory plan that. So here is the next spread I have. This is the Groovy Winston kit, and as you can see, this is a very orange kit. I don't know why, but when I was designing this kit, I just felt compelled to do orange. I guess orange is like a groovy color. I've never thought about it that way before, but I guess that was my reasoning. Here we have another blue kit. This one has some peach tones in it, and we have some more gymnastic stuff going on over here, but because of the peach and orange colors, I think the red sticks out a little bit less, which is nice. Here's another kit that was originally sized for a larger planner. This one, I also did a different style for the layout because I went on vacation starting on the 3rd. So I wanted to denote that this was a different type of week. It wasn't my typical work week, which is why I did the washi like this and kind of stacked things differently and did all this layering. I think it looks really good, but I would, again, not do this for a standard week, but it works great for a vacation week. Same thing for this spread. I was on vacation. A lot of different things going on. The washi is different. I don't normally do this type of lettering in my planner. Drawing arrows. Really fun to look at, but it wouldn't be super practical on a normal day. Another vacation week, I went back more to my standard look for this week, and I do like it, but it doesn't give that same vacation vibe as this style, so I'm not sure why I didn't do a third week with this style. Maybe I ran out of kits? I'm not sure, but this is still really cute. This was my first week back to reality. As you see here, I used the Winston Game Night kit. This is not available in my shop anymore. This was our anniversary exclusive for last year. Oh, this kit is so pretty as well. This is like a late summer kit, in my opinion, with the sunset vibes, and it's so pretty. We also went to West Virginia this weekend, so I have that stuff marked over here. Really fun memories. Here we have my book lover collection. If you've been following my shop for a while, then you know I've had this kit in my shop for years, but I revamped it this year. I love the new color scheme. This kind of sapphire blue is so gorgeous. I'm so glad I was able to incorporate that into this kit. And overall, I think this kit is still working really well for me. I've used it many times in the past in the old version, so I wasn't sure how I would feel about using a new version, but I really like it, especially because the blue hues make it possible for me to use lots of my post office Winstons, and I think he's just adorable. Getting into fall spreads, we have this one, very cozy, typical orange vibes. Then I used my fall Winston kit, not so traditional with the colors here, but I do like to switch it up because towards the latter part of the year, you have a lot of the same colors. So in fall and for Halloween and stuff, you have all that orange, and then for Christmas, you have all that red and green. So I like to get a little bit creative with my color palette so I don't get bored with my planning. Now we're getting into several weeks where I was really busy and I just didn't want to plan the way I had planned in the past, so I started using arrows for everything. It does work, and I don't dislike the spread, but it just doesn't feel quite right in a memory planner to have all that empty space with just an arrow through it. But at the time, it was necessary. It's funny, every time I do a spread like this, I write about how stressed I am because that's why I do this, because I don't have the mental capacity to do a real spread. This one, I went on vacation towards the last half of the week, so that's why this half looks more normal. We were in the Outer Banks with my family. Same here, and you can probably tell that I printed some photos just that I took while we were on the trip and put them in there for fun, and I made stickers to match as well. Getting back to the orange spreads, see, if I did this type of spread every week, I would be so bored of the color orange, but breaking it up in there really helped. Here is another bookish spread. This kit is from Hubman Chubgirl, and it is so cute. I love the color scheme. It feels fallish to me, but not blatantly obvious. I guess you could really use this kit any type of the week if you want to, or any time of the year, time of the week. What am I talking about? Here we have our Halloween spread, and the best part about this spread is that I went to the Gold Over America tour with my sister and our friend. The logo was purple, so it fits. It was like it was meant to be for this week. I have another spread here with a kit from Hubman Chubgirl. I absolutely love this kit, but I guess I did not wait for my ink to dry long enough before I closed my planner because it did transfer onto the stickers a bit. It still looks really cute, but I can't believe I did that because normally I'm very diligent about making sure my planner is totally dry since I do use fountain pens and the ink can take a little while to dry sometimes. Here's another example of a very non-traditional fall kit. So this is the Hello Pumpkin kit from my shop. It has tons of pumpkins, but no typical pumpkin colors. I think it's so cute and fun. This kit I did not film. I was so busy this week getting ready for Black Friday, and I really did not have the brain power to put together a spread, so I just pulled in this washi tape I had and threw in some random stickers and called it a day. This is my Thanksgiving spread. Again, very busy, which is why you see these lines in here. But I like this more than the lined ones I was doing before. Something about it just looks more natural to me. I also love this kit with the pop of mint. Again, keeping it festive and Thanksgiving-y with the yellow and orange and the pumpkin pie and stuff, but the mint just really picks it up, I feel like. Now we're getting into December. This week I was still feeling really stressed and stuff, but I didn't want to do the arrows again, so I went with just a lighter spread, more white space, more room between the stickers. I think it looks really good, and I also went to see Elf in theaters this week, which is why I chose the Elf themed kit. Here is another Christmas spread with non-traditional colors. This is the Christmas Winston kit from my shop. I guess I shouldn't say non-traditional, maybe I should say less traditional, because it's red and green. It's just like a lighter green and a darker red, but my Christmas countdown still fits in nicely, don't you think? The last two spreads in here I did not film, but I'm showing them to you now. So this week I used the clear Christmas deco from my shop. Super cute, very fun and festive. I love the vintage vibe as well. And then here is my very last spread in this planner. This week I used the Grinch themed kit from my shop. So fun for Christmas week. It does have red and green, which is nice, but it also has some more festive colors, which was great because I spent Christmas in the Outer Banks again with my family, and we did some stuff like go to the aquarium where I knew I was going to use some weirdly colored stickers, and if it was just a red and green spread, it might kind of stick out a little bit, but I think it looks nice. I think it fits really well. So moving to the back of the planner, I have a couple things I want to show y'all back here. The first one is the My 100 list, and I used this to mark all the books I read this year. I didn't get to 100 books, but that's totally okay with me. This was just a fun way to see what I was reading. And in addition to writing down the title of the books, I also used the little squares to write if it was a physical book with a P, an ebook with an E, or an audiobook with an A. So that's what those little marks represent. This was fun. I would do it next year in my Cousin, but I got a Japanese version of the Cousin, and it does not have the My 100 list, I don't think, so I won't be doing that there, but that's okay. I do have a dedicated reading journal this year. If you want to see about that, I have a video about that up on my BookTube channel, so I'll link that in the cards if you want to check it out. And then back here, I did a no spend for the 365 days checkoff sheet. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the Japanese version doesn't have this. And it does have the My 100. It's missing one of them, but I can't remember which. But anyway, this one has the 365 days checkoff, and I used it for a no spend. So if I didn't do any unnecessary spending, I colored in the day. I think I did pretty good, and I love the way the rainbow color scheme looks out. I've also gotten some new mild liners, which is what I used to fill this in, zebra mild liners. So next year's, if I have this spread, next year should be even better and more colorful. Okay, for the thumbnail of the video, I think I'm going to flip to my favorite spread, which is probably either this one or my 4th of July one. Where's that at? Right there. Or the Reading Winston one. So I have to pick. Where was the Reading Winston kit? Oh, right there. Okay, so this one, or this one. I really like them all. And this one has such great memories tied to it. But this one I feel like is the most balanced. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. And it's in the middle, so that seems fair, right? So that's about all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I would love it if you commented below and told me your favorite spread from this planner. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye!